Okay, another Sunday, 14th of September. Gonna go through what happened last week, my current positions, and ready for next week, and then maybe some ending thoughts. And if you have any questions, ask them in the comments below. And this video is delayed by 1 month. So let's go through what happened last week from, let's see, Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday, Sunday, Friday, okay. Okay, so on Monday, I bought some ADA, Cardano crypto play, but let's see. Got some crypto alarm, saw that ADA just triggered weekly, money rotating from ETH to big alts, and ADA is one that looks the best, second to Sol, but Sol entry was too wide. And AVAX also triggered in here, but it was also, I think, a wide entry, so ADA looked the best. Octo, gap up, want to buy halted, 5 more. Okay, so I made a 5R on some day trade. Many things triggered alarm, but went heavy into ADA, so not much left to buy. So here you can see all the alarms. Although I don't really see anything amazing as of now. We'll take a closer look tomorrow. Looked through all alarms, don't see anything special. Also pretty much fully invested, and I want to buy a gold mining place coming up next 1 to 2 weeks. Also want to keep the small size I have left for day trades. Okay. So nothing of interest here apparently. And on Tuesday, looked through the list, nothing of interest for swings. A lot of things gapping up, but I lost it. Oh, okay. Even though I'm playing with small size, the percentage moves of these things are insane. Because I got stopped out of Octo yesterday and it did 300%. Even, is this 9.9? Yeah, okay. Is this week? Wow, it feels like a lifetime ago. Because I got stopped out of Octo yesterday and did 300%, even though I caught some moves, I didn't catch them the right way. Bon. And today I just bought something randomly, not even waiting for any sort of trigger. Everything halted out of the gate, pretty much. Bad habit. Everything slammed down. Felt a little bit bad today, just because of doing something I haven't done in a long while, not taking a stop in Bon, my day trade, I mean. Didn't buy a setup, pure gamble. Octo yesterday triggered this in me because sometimes they are perfect and sometimes they feel so random. When swing trading, if it seems random, I just ignore it. But when something feels random and then it goes hundreds of %, it kind of messes with you. Should only look at 5-minute open and then switch between 15, 5 and 2-minute chart if needed when things have settled down. Today I looked at 2-minute chart and got stressed. Good, lesson learned, don't do that again. PS, 2-min close about 15 minutes for those first day at open entries. 4-hour, 5-minute for fast high-tide flag setups on the day trades. And here the triggers, a lot of triggers again. This one, man, you're gonna see later, I'm a bit sad about this. So it said, does look really nice, cup and handle, late trigger Liu, okay. Oh yeah, QMMM, so scammy, but even with smaller size from that weekly trigger 4 weeks back, holy shit. I remember seeing this first here. This first, if you found it here, good for you, but 2,500 R, insane. And this entry to the top, 1,276 R. And this one I looked at, I mentioned it in some previous videos. But I just didn't like this wiki action, I have no idea what it is. But I realize now that it's worth attacking these things with a super small size. But you look at what it did. It did 10,000% from this entry. That's absolutely insane. Oh well, hindsight warrior. Even more triggers today. Okay. Wednesday. Whoa, my portfolio is green today. Cool. ATRO had some weird 2-minute 21% candle at the open. Rest of the names up 2.2 to 5%. Good. Not feeling as much FOMO now. I have added take profit orders higher in my best name so I can gather up one more position. Liu. Trigger don't look good. Been wanting to buy this. I sold partials in HL, ATRO, ADA, USAU and got rid of my stupid day trade bag hold BON. So now I got a big bag of Liu and look at me. I was like, oh, I'll just add alarm and no stop in case it ticks under. Stupid. Take your stop loss and buy it again. Stop at it. Sad to see SPAI ripping higher. Well, not sad. I mean, I made my decision to take profits into this. And I missed my ad order buyback with the 1 penny. I had my order at 6.15 and it dipped to 6.16 on this day here. Anyhow, it goes higher without me. It's fine. And Enod, what the fuck? Yes. So this one I've been watching for so long. I think I probably bought it in here. I bought it in here, got stopped out, and now it's ripping back. But I think this one is, I mean, if it just goes, then I'll buy a momentum play on it. But it's good. I think this is gonna set up for the next market swing up. So this could be a leader next time around. Triggers, new thing. I instantly removed triggers that look shit. The ones kept in screenshot could have potential, otherwise too much noise in tracker. Yeah, because on this day I was like, there's no way I'm gonna be able to keep track on all of these. Yeah. Is ADA waste? I think now CRML is the only prio. We'll probably sell ADA to buy it. Look at all the gold miner ETFs. Most of them are already in or entering stage 2. Crypto index is far from it, meaning that the tide lifts all boats and the tide is there for the gold plays, while in crypto the tide has not risen. It hasn't gone up yet, so thinking that it's too early to look for crypto plays. So I bought Liu in here. So we'll see what happens with this one. And that was from here. Yeah. Wednesday I bought Liu. Thursday, Liu stopped out, added order to buy the same trigger. ADA sold it to be able to buy more gold plays. So I first got stopped out of Liu, I think on this day here, because I waited for this candle. Well, actually, I think this one went below first and then up, so I bought it here, risking this. Then it took me in here, and here, and then I got stopped out. Okay, so ADA sold ADA. ADA. Can just look at maybe, I don't know, market cap. So I guess I bought it in, let's see. Yeah, here I bought it. So now it's actually up higher, quite a lot, or no, yeah, 8%, which is nice. But some other crypto plays have gone even better. But I missed, I don't know. Maybe I missed a double here, but it doesn't really matter. I didn't want to hold it. LCFY looked good as a day trade, filled me and stopped me out in the same candle. Almost took 2R stop because it liquid. So yeah, I have to really on day trades look at the dollar volume, because this one filled me and stopped me out for 2R in the same 1 minute candle. Liu on Thursday got filled again, adding stop now, so I bought back Liu. After it took me out here or wherever it was, I got filled again. HL took 20R partial profit. Holy macaroni, yes sir. This one that I bought on this EP here, it hit my 20R, one of the targets. I also took profits. I even took profits in here because it took too long, and then I sold some almost 10R profits, and now I took some 20R profits. So that's nice. I can afford one big position or two smaller ones. ATRO, follow 50 minute flush and bought back. Okay. Yeah, this is the one that had the crazy candle, but it gave it all back the coming one or the next day. But it still looks good other than the ugly weekly close, but it doesn't necessarily matter. This week couldn't come up and close in this area, and then we're off to the races again. But here I trailed the 50-minute flush, and I added back in the, I don't know, 40, where did I buy back? Yeah, so I bought back I sold shares up here. I took 10R profit, and then I bought them back here. And I'm hoping that this is gonna turn around here, because I don't want this to give back even more than this. I mean, maximum close the gap, but even that would look bad. So hoping that it returns. I'll have to update my stop loss soon. And now I only want to buy CRML. Holo, got a random alarm from some time ago, took out weekly in a big range. I just bought smaller size just in case it does something insane. So yeah, this was like a few minutes from close. And I got this alarm on Holo. And I just love that this massive dump to this consolidation here, and it triggered the week, this range here. So I just instantly bought a small size, just to, in case it gaps up, because we had so many insane gappers lately. But yeah, we'll see what happened. Friday, Holo didn't gap up, so I sold it. VWLDS, they trade a little bit fast, took a, okay. Oh yeah, oh my god. I thought this would be my biggest day trade ever, because it had a 60R, yeah, 40 to 60R potential. So yeah, day trade, a little bit fast, took a shot at 50 min, 2 min, bro, up 8.5R, then flush halt downside. Oh wait, oh yeah, okay. Yeah, so let's go to like the 2 minutes. Yeah, so it's been basing her higher lows, tightening up for. I thought it was too fast, like I said, but I couldn't ignore this gap up with the volume, trading quite a lot of volume on the 2 minutes, 500k to a million sometimes. And I bought it based on this line, which is the pre-market 15-minute break. And so I bought the pullback here, risking this low. And then I was up 8.5R. And then it just 1 minute candle flushed down, didn't take me out. But after this, I raised half my position to here and half my position to break even. Then it actually looked quite good, but then it finally just flushed me out. This position I got sold for at the price, but this position gapped down. I sold instead of break even to, yeah, a bigger loss, but it was barely anything. So you could say break even for a 60R potential, so I was super happy with that. But it sucks to give back 8.5R, and I explained here why not take 8R. It had 40 to 60R potential upside. Wanted to scale out on EMA close below, which I did, but it gave back everything on those candles. CRML. NB is just ripping after its breakout, and I've been talking about this for the last few weeks, that both NB and CRML looks good, but I'd rather buy CRML because of its momentum and dollar volume. But NB actually, let's see here, is the daily, it's a 4-hour chart. It triggered, and at this moment I don't think I had any money to buy it, but I looked at it, I'm like, oof, man. So I don't know what this is. Let's see here, because the entry is, let's remove this stupid line. So I'm trading based off of this area or line, and it closed above here, and I trailed the price down to the next 4-hour candle, and then I risked that candle. So it was a 1.5% risk, which is actually quite insane. So you can basically go max position size 20%. But yeah. But then again, I do like CRML better, which I bought. I'll talk about that soon. Yeah, I wanted to buy CRML lower, but I just can't wait. It keeps triggering the 4-hour candle. So yes, I am in with too much size. The whole sector is ripping, and I think this has potential. I'm willing to take 1.5R risk on this, adding stop now. So yeah, not at the same time as NB triggered here. So this sort of went at the same time actually. But MB just kept going straight up, while this one just kept triggering this same idea as in MB here. It kept triggering this candle, and I'm like, this one ripped. I can't wait because I wanted to buy it lower. So then I just bought it at still a good price, 631. But now my size is actually this, but my stop is here, so that's a 1.5R stop. Yeah, I left early today for sauna and game night. Just got back. Things are popping left and right. I'm good because of my gold stocks, but I'm feeling a little bit of FOMO because could I have sold my rippers and gotten into new trends? Are my stocks going to go sideways for weeks while new things are ripping? Tough thoughts. One thing to take note of is that my names are ripping from a slow base into stage 2. Now is the time that they should be making high tide flags, so I'll go through my position soon. I'll be talking about this. 1 to 2 flags and then think of selling. I have made my targets on 60 to 160R, which is sounds insane, but that's the potential. How will I handle the emotions holding through the dips and sell partials on 10, 20, 50 day break? Only time will tell. Anyhow, weekend now. Will be nice to do the weekly checkup, which I'm doing right now. Not that I can buy anything, but to get a pulse if I bought the right names, yeah. Quantum plays ripping today from the entry 2 days ago, which I talked about here. IonQ does look really nice cup and handle. And at this point, I didn't have a full position available, but I could have managed my positions around, but yeah. Sucks not to be able to buy everything. CRML triggered. I'm dabbling in the day trade. Got stopped out. Wishing for this thing to fucking go or stop me out so I can decide what to do. Yeah. Will be interesting to see in the future what was the best option. The first to trigger and go, NB, or the momentum leader, CRML. Because you can see, let's see, NB. On the weekly here, you can see that NB is more choppy, but they had a nice range here that it broke out of. The volume is quite low. It's under 100 million. It had a 100 million spike here. 10 ADR, and then you look at not NB, CRML. It's okay, so it's also trading under now, but it has been holding above 100 million for multiple weeks, and the ADR is 12 to 13% instead of 10. So, and it's looking at this my imaginary targets here. I'm just thinking that this one would be insane. We'll see how far this goes, if it goes. So yeah, and this one has been riding the 10 week, which I see as more positive rather than this choppy shit. So NB triggered first, it went straight up. What's CRML gonna do? In the future, I'll look back and see what happened here. And this is a screenshot of WLDS. Yeah, here it looks nice. The next minute, almost got stopped out. So yeah, no point in looking at that. Saturday, nice slow morning. Had break-in doing scanners, lots of crap pumping, pure pumps, scams, and so on. Adding all to crap section, used to keep an eye on them. Yes, I made a crap section. We'll try to check the watchlist scan now and search for the most volume, dollar volume, and ADR percentage names. It is important not to get lost in the noise, but it is hard when sometimes there is insane short-term opportunity there, but then again, the swing opportunity is also insane. So maybe focus on the one thing that you're good at. I mean, I probably could have bought one quantum name if I wasn't focused on day trades. Yeah, so that's what I was talking about here, that I'm a bit sad that I didn't buy the quantum names and IONQ, because look at the risk it provided here, according to my setup here. Right there, closed over, triggered the high, risked the lows, which is only 3.14%, and now it's up almost 8R in one day, or a few days actually. But so I was thinking that even though there's a lot of opportunity in these day trades, maybe the best thing is just to ignore them altogether and focus on the bigger plays, because it's less stress. And yeah, I don't know how I missed this, to be honest, because I probably didn't do my proper checkup on the yesterday's triggers. Maybe also because there was so many, but I didn't do the job, and I'm paying for it. Yeah. I added some information on tickers that are more important. Okay. Yeah, okay. So I have sort of raised my criteria to 7% ADR and 100 or $90 million volume, and I'm seeing a good selection of stocks that, yeah. So, and now there are a few names that in, say, a market dip into a new uptrend could be of interest. Example, AAOI. So this one, I mean, it does look quite nice here, above this area. It was a bad trigger though, so I would not be interested. Then I'd probably buy something on the daily. But then you take a look at the bigger picture and you're like, oh, it's resistance here. If this leg went up here and flagged, then it could be of interest. But now it's not good. So I'm seeing a lot of these names that are kind of laggards, that if, for example, if this looked like this here in April, maybe 20 or 14th of April, this would be so interesting. I'd be all over this, the volume, the range, but now it looks bad. So but I feel like, as in this point in the market, if I'm not already in the best names, it's time to focus on pure momentum, high tight flags, and even super fast flags in early aggressive uptrends. Example, RGTI or IONQ. If you for whatever reason missed this consolidation, you could buy the smaller flags on inside the trend. So I'm thinking that now, if this goes crazy, there's gonna be intraday opportunity to take this higher. I mean, if this one wants to go to 50 or something like that, it's still can still be a double in there. Yeah, example, first consolidation in RGTI, INQ, just look at earlier trends, risking say 2%, 2 to 3 times, and finally nailing it for 20R. Yeah, for sure. Doing weekly video, almost done. All right, so that's what happened last week. My current positions are, wait, here. Still Reddit. This one, I mean, it's going higher. I've been thinking of selling this because I don't think this is going to have pure momentum. It could slowly chop higher, but we'll see. It's doing what it's supposed to do, going higher right now. Hecla Mining has been really good to me. Like I said, I bought it on the EP here, and soon hitting some important levels. Can zoom out even more. But if you look at this this big picture. This thing has only started, so I mean, yeah, I can definitely see this go to 40, something like that, no problem. 177R, but I have sold some, so let's say it's a 50R, 100R, whatever I keep if it goes there over time. Very optimistic here. Weekly. ATRO, yeah, bought it like I said here, and had a nice spike here, but then came down, so I'm hoping for this to reclaim this range next week and go higher. USAU has really started ripping the last couple of days. Yeah, in the last video I talked about how this one, how I bought it here and added here, and then I was down 2R, but it was just pennies from my stop loss, and then it just ripped back higher. So the sector momentum saved me of a 2R stop, so I'm happy about that. Same here with VGZ, also ripping. Bought it on this day here. It's consolidated, higher lows for a few days, and now it's just going crazy. Sector momentum. Soundhound, I don't know. Smaller position, and we'll see if it gives you one more inside week here and goes higher, or triggers this $15 area and goes higher. Leo, I think is one of the best energy plays, because you have something like Lightbridge, the same structure, but it's down. Then we had EOS that just went, but again, it's kind of nice actually. I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of nice. But the entry wasn't that good. So we'll see. But just looking at this one is inside its range. Lightbridge is also inside its range, and then we have Leo, which is, I mean, it's on to its next leg here and can do something crazy. We'll see. Then finally CRML that I bought here, risking the low of this 4-hour candle. So we'll see what happens there. Have high hopes for this if it works. Ready for next week? Not so much. I have these names that I'm interested in, because all of these names I'm thinking, nah, I'm not interested. Especially now that I'm fully invested. Unless something looks extremely good or has some intraday opportunity, I'm not gonna bother, because I'm already fully invested. But let's take a look at this. So this one is here because if it creates a high tight flag here for a week, then I want to buy it, perhaps, if I have money. This one I'm just watching because it went too early for me. But this actually would have been a good entry, but I didn't take it. So I'm hoping for a range here. One more inside week here or two would be really nice. So it's not really a priority this week. AMSC, also energy play. So let's compare 6.3 ADR, 280 million volume, 7.6, 1 billion. Yeah, so Leo is the play. It's not exactly the same. I haven't actually added the information here, but I like Leo better. Oost. Tech AI defense. All right. This one looks really good. Could be... What's... Yeah, it's getting squished here between the 10 week and the 200 week, which I like. And the trigger is on the 200 week, which is also really nice. I didn't like this trigger it had here because it felt too soon, and it turns out I was right. But would be insane with one more inside week here and then trigger the following week after that. This one I had on watch, but it gapped up. So we'll see if it makes some sort of a high tide flag up here. It is at all-time high, so that's really interesting. AI, cloud computing, tech, Netherlands. Look at the 18 billion. Holy shit. Wow. Insane. I didn't realize that. 18 billion on the week. Crazy. Planet Labs went without me, but I'm thinking that if this one comes down here for yeah, 3 to 4 days, then it could be a buy going higher. Tech drones, okay. Also, one of the stage 2 leaders hasn't really gone yet, but I love how it struggled here on the trend line, made a new leg, struggled here, and I'm hoping that this one gives me another entry, because I mean, I guess you could have bought this one, but no, 14%, I'm not gonna buy that. So we'll see if it gives you another entry. Also energy play, this one is actually, oh wow. Crazy. This one is actually super interesting. Oh yeah, so this one, I'm hoping that it's gonna come down here for 1 or 2 days and maybe have one more candle close under and then up and trigger. But this one is actually really interesting. Maybe even better than Liu. Oh wow, insane. Even after all of this, it still did a 400% move, even more than Liu, so that's actually really interesting. Okay, so RGTI, yeah, same as IronQs. Waiting to see some high tide flag action here. AEHR, okay, not so interested in this one, but it could still double for starters. We'll see. But it's struggling to trigger here, so hopefully 2-3 inside days and then a new trigger. NB, I'm just keeping it for watch. UAMI, mining, but it's not really the gold play, is it? I don't know, but it has been a strong leader all this time. But I haven't really seen anything. And here is breaking the pivot high over here. So we'll see if it rips or if it fakes out and becomes a laggard. But that's pretty much it. The day trades I'm not going to go through. These names, I'll take a look at them tomorrow at market open. Okay, so ending thoughts. Yeah, I'm super happy with the positions I have. Feel really confident. We'll see if I get stopped out of a few of them next week, but I'm super excited about the gold plays that have just started their move, but I'm also a bit worried about how they are getting a bit extended. Could still actually be a few weeks, crazy enough, in this index, for example, and this one also getting a bit extended, but it's not truly parabolic yet. We'll see. This one hitting some imaginary line resistance, but again, it's going sharply up, but it's not parabolic really. Same here. So, but since many of these are in its first stage too, I'm thinking that, man, don't underestimate these charts. So hopefully if we continue ripping for another 2-3 weeks, which is very possible in all the indexes or the ETFs or whatever you call them, these things could absolutely rip higher, and then when the sharp pullback comes, then it just creates a flag, and then yeah. So I want to see at least 1 or 2 weekly setups on these again going higher before I'm really thinking of selling all the position, unless it stops me out going lower. But that's pretty much it. Super excited about this. We'll see what happens with this place. And next week, the first video is going to be uploaded from my first weekly updates, and then from there on from there on out, it's going to be 1 weekly update per week. But again, delayed by 1 month. But that's it. So see ya next time.